and we are bringing you the paint schemes of this coming weekend's race, the Clash at the Coliseum, NASCAR's version of the preseason. It matters because you get money and a trophy, but it doesn't matter because it doesn't reflect anything on the points.
Right.
So, does it matter? Does it not? What about this guy? Does he matter this year, Corey LaJoy?
I think Corey LaJoy does matter this year. He almost won at Atlanta last year, which was awesome.
Some random guy put a block on him. I don't know who that guy was. He probably shouldn't have been in a car. I don't know. It was a weird one. But I think everybody understood. I understood why the guy blocked. I would block too. But also, if I was Corey LaJoy and knew that cost me Atlanta probably, I would have not let off the gas. I would have said, okay, if I don't win, you don't either. And maybe that's why they don't let me drive NASCARs.
Well, this is my diecast of the week. It has some energy. I love the animal control. I love the raccoons because I'm the snake master, and I go catch snakes.
Have you ever caught a raccoon?
Never caught a raccoon, but they have to be clever because they wash their food off in the water.
I had several of them behind my house. I would watch late at night, sit on the back porch. They were breaking into the neighbor's bird feeder. They would honestly stand on each other's backs to pile up to it. Smart guys. We had to rehome them. We helped him catch them, and I tried to take care of one. I fed him some weird human food. He loved it. But those raccoons in this picture are huge. I mean, they could drive the car themselves.
They're getting in there.
But if you've got giant raccoons, I mean, you'd have to be a giant raccoon to be able to come up with the money to sponsor a car, I guess. So, I love the orange and white. Check it out. Corey LaJoy, I don't think he wins the Clash, but, man, he's on the verge of breaking off something and sending Spire to a new level, though. 100%, I think. Speaking of going to a new level, the 51 car Rick Ware with his son, who is he?
It's Cody Ware in the 51. Look out on pit road.
You do want to look out on pit road when Cody's out there. Sometimes those brakes don't work. But
Biohaven.
What in the world? Doesn't sound menacing at all, does it?
It's perfect utopia.
It's definitely not a Resident Evil-based company. Biohaven coming in, and I'm really surprised because he has been the biggest supporter of Nurtec OTC that I've ever seen. He and the Kardashians love those drugs. Cody had a lot of headaches, I guess, from driving into things.
Probably because
and
because he also knows the Kardashians.
Well, that's true, too. Cody's got a lot of issues, doesn't he? Cody, known for loving the goth girls. I'm not going to say Cody's wrong. Listen, who doesn't like a mysterious woman? So, more power to you, Cody. Listen, this scheme sucks.
It's pretty terrible.
This is one of the worst paint schemes I've ever seen in the history of NASCAR. It really was made in a old copy of Microsoft Paint for Windows 95. This is ridiculous. I'm not sure that a human designed this. There may have been random blocks and colors, and chimps were allowed into the RWR facility. They walked in the next morning, and the guy said, I don't feel like working.
Give them some paintbrushes.
There we go. And they got the Biohaven car.
There it is.
Cody's not going to win the Clash.
He's not going to.
I would love it if he did. It'd blow my mind. I'll go crazy.
Yeah.
But it's not going to happen. But listen, these cars are going to get better. They now have a deal with the big, giant team of Roush, Fenway, Kieslowski, Mega Super Soar, Super K, and they are having their cars built in-house with the 6 and the 17. So they're basically driving Roush cars now. That's a better car. We're going to find out if we got some better drivers. We definitely don't have better paint schemes. And here's his teammate, J.J. Yaley.
Quissancy.
Yeah, Quissancy.
Yeah.
I was over at Quinsancy the other day.
Yeah,
they had great fried calamari at Quissancy.
That's good.
Another paint scheme that was created on the paint booth in NASCAR. What was the old one called where you were teammates? EA made it?
EA Sports.
I don't know. It's like 06 or something. NASCAR 06. Good paint booth. He said, I like the red and the
Well,
black.
the smartest chimp did this one since it's a little bit better.
He was able to use the original Xbox.
Yeah.
So I'll give him credit for that. Okay. Good job. I suspect this car to have a top 36 finish this week.
It's a good
36
bet.
cars in the race, I believe.
Bet MGM.
Listen, if there's a place that is holding odds, we're not the bet guys. There's guys who make a podcast for that, and they look awesome. But check them out. See if they say there's a place that you can bet on J.J. Yaley not winning the race. Go refinance your house. Sell your children. Do whatever you got to do. Get money down that J.J. doesn't win. And no, I'm not going to say that. I almost was going to guarantee you the money and back it up, but I'm not going to do that because crazy things have happened in the world.
Well,
But it's a pretty safe bet. Here's a guy who's going to have a great year.
I think so.
A.J. Allmendinger ran 18 races last year. That's half the season. And finished ahead of many drivers who
Ran the full
ran
season.
everything the entire season.
Yeah.
Listen, Kolick right now can put him in cars that can win road courses, super speedways,
Yeah.
maybe even a speedway. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, Homestead. He almost won Homestead,
Yeah.
so,
On a part-time basis.
yeah.
Hasn't been full-time for how many years? A lot.
Yeah.
New car.
He's a cool guy. He's a likable guy. I hope he does win some races.
I hope he does too. Listen,
There's no action to this.
this paint scheme sucks.
There's no
it's
action
not as bad
to it.
as what we saw from the chimps over at Rick Ware.
Right.
But this is not great. It's simple. I get that. It's probably the company's choice of how they wanted to do it. And I'm not going to go hard on the paint scheme, but for AJ, he's got the big die-cast energy for this year. I'm going to say AJ goes round to 8 at least. AJ going to come out strong.
Bold.
He's going to have consistency. He's going to hit those races right. This format falls to AJ's advantage, and he is strong, I say. You'll agree.
I could see him going in 16 for sure, making playoffs, but after that, I'm not sure.
Definitely. Playoffs. I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
we could
wins a
screw
race
up
for
and
sure.
have a chimp driving a 51 car and make it in. I don't know what they do at
Who?
Rick Ware Racing, why they have live animals. Don't ask me.
BJ McLeod or McLeod, however you say it.
He'll probably.
He's telling us the temperature and metrics.
That's true. Now, again, this is the same drink, right? That's on the 31. Is that right? Cialis, the drink?
Cialis.
Cialis has got their own power drink
Cialis is crushing pills and putting them in drinks now.
now. It seems like an easier way to take your medicine.
Yes.
Good job,
Goodies,
Cialis.
like goodies. They're just copying them.
Yeah, the orange flavoring even. Goodies powder came in orange. What I don't like about this scheme is they started to like print it out onto the vinyl, and by the time they got about halfway, they were like, "We're out of color ink.
We don't have no more money.
No, forget it." And he's like, "Okay, the back of the car's white now. Don't put anything." Well, no, wait. There's a can back there,
there's
isn't there?
Yeah, a little
Okay. Well,
recycle. It looks
not
like a
much.
recycle icon.
You could have done something. At least Rick Ware put a block of color on there. I mean, we could.
Yeah.
Something. But I'm not going to hate on orange and white. I don't like the 78 roof in the yellow. To me, that neon yellow roof outside of a Hendrix car looks very late model.
Yeah, it does.
And not that I hate on late models, but I think late models should be trying to dress themselves up like cup cars instead of cup cars dressing themselves up like late models.
Yeah.
You go to the big dog. You don't go backwards.
What
Now
the,
we've got an interesting scheme
What
here.
the devil is that?
The number 54 car of Ty Gibbs has not shown us what his car will look like for the Clash. He's driving a monster car. So what we have done is we have went to an AI and asked that AI to show us, using all of its understanding and knowledge, what the 54 monster car of Ty Gibbs will look like this weekend. And here's what we came back with.
This
They're
was
gonna
before
change
he
the-
was bored.
Well, the 94 has had a long history, and I could understand him wanting to change to it. The AI, this is part of the reason maybe the AI thinks that they're waiting for the announcement. It's a big thing. I don't know why he's got this big, long, sweeping tallness going on, and looks like maybe 30-inch wheels he's rolling on the dubs. I don't know.
Yeah.
The back end's a kind of a fast back like DW and them drove in the 80s, you know. He's throwing back to the Tide car. And The emblem looks like a GTR emblem off a Nissan. I don't know why he's chose to do this, according to the computer.
Reminds me of Red Bull. When
maybe the computer was
Vickers
confused.
and Casey Kane used to drive them.
Yeah. Okay.
There's somebody else driving there, too, on the track.
Yeah, the
with
computer wanted us to know, hey, don't forget the 13 car.
Yeah.
On a limited basis, he's going to be in the races. Don't forget about him. We forgot he's not in this race, so we're not showing his paint scheme today. Not going to talk about him. I do want to thank Anro for showing up, though, at the racetrack and sponsoring the track.
They're
Anro.
clutch. They're so clutch.
Listen, anytime I need that, Anro's where I go. Every time. And you can't tell me no different. Tell me another product that competes with Anro that's as good. You can't. You absolutely can't. Last one today. Wrap it up, Justin.
We have actually got 2 more.
You're right. Cut that out.
We got 41 and 42 coming up here. Ooh. So, first full-time rookie year? Full-time year?
Remember, he drove the 37.
For a full year?
Yeah, or 2. Was it 1 or 2?
My mistake.
Yeah, and he was over at JGR, financed his house, took out a loan for his own home to buy the ride in the 18 Xfinity because he knew himself, if I can get in good equipment, I'll win a race and I'll have a career.
Wow.
And it worked out for him.
Yeah.
So he got the big energy going on. He believed in himself.
Yeah.
He really believed.
Typical SHR layout.
Yeah.
It's whatever. It's just kind of meh.
Right.
Be interested to see how he does. Ryan runs well at some racetracks.
He does. I think he's going to run better than the 41 ran before.
Yeah, that's probably a pretty true statement.
What about our last one today? The 42 coming in with rookie driver Noah Gragson.
I like that. That's a hot.
Energy.
Is that Seeking Sun in the tanning bed?
Yeah, I think those are waves or air. This is a resort you go to get really burnt.
Melanomas?
That's what that round thing is. That's the melanoma. That's their emblem. It makes sense.
Yeah.
How you think Gragson does this year? Got a win in him?
Yeah, I think he does. Because he's got, him and Ty Gibbs both had, seat time experience in the Cup Series.
A lot last year, honestly.
Filling in for injured drivers.
Yeah, he was in the 48, the 77. Yeah.
So I think both of those guys do well. I'm not sure who gets Rookie of the Year. I lean more towards Gibbs because I think it's a little better equipment.
Yeah.
We'll see how they do. But I think Gragson does well. I think he can sneak a win in.
I think he can. He's got a lot of big dogs around him. Jimmy Johnson, Petty. Don't tell me Richard Petty is useless now. It's like, that was a long time ago. Driving a car is still driving a car. A car may change and stuff, but the car is still a car. Okay, that dude's got knowledge in his head how to drive a race car. Jimmy Johnson's got knowledge how to drive a race car. And if you didn't know, if you haven't seen our other segments, we're giving away a autographed Jimmy Johnson card to anyone who correctly guesses to the winner of the Clash at the Coliseum. And we will pick one of those people with the correct guess from the comments to receive this and contact them by email or some way. Probably comments. I don't know.
A phone.
We haven't figured it all out yet, okay?
This is our first episode.
We don't know what we're doing. You expect me to know how the mail works?
I really like to see if Richard Petty can get on a simulator and drive or not, though.
Dang, that's a good idea. I have never thought of that. You know that's happened. You know he's winning.
I would love to see a video of that.
I bet, yeah.
If
there might be a reason we haven't seen the video.
If anybody's watching and can, has connections, can make that happen.
I bet Noah Gragson can make it happen.
Oh, my word. That would
Noah
be
Gragson, please watch
pretty
and make
sick.
it happen.
See Richard Petty on a simulator and see how he does.
That's a great idea. Man, we thought of this first.
Oh.
NASCAR, get the classic guys and put them in E-races.
Yeah.
You sell some stuff right there. That's got big energy. People will buy them die-cast. I will. I bought the William Byron E-Win Bristol Dirt win, so don't tell me that can't happen. All right, folks, that's the entire field for the Clash based on the points that they had last year. We're going to come back at you next week. We're going to show you what's going on in Daytona, look at the paint schemes they got, and give the rundown of maybe what happened in this Clash race. Justin, will you show up for that?
I think I will.
It will probably be a better show if you do.
And I would
if we're here, it will make more sense.
I would love for people to subscribe and like this.
How do they do that?
Thing? I think they click a button. So,
I've never been on the
cool.
internet. I'm not really sure how it works. All I know is it's a series of tubes and pipes that get information to your house.
Longer than...
Well, they're very long.
Very long.
But, I mean, that's how you get water, too, so it's the same thing. I've got water at my house. I don't know about you, but I'm very rich. If you like and subscribe, you'll see when we post videos, and you'll tell YouTube, yes, I enjoyed the video I just watched. We break our videos up into chunks because we've got sponsors to let you hear about. And if you want to just see them bit by bit, check out our different segments. But if you're in it for the long haul, baby, get on there and check out the big format. We got one whole cast, one video cast, full straight through. It's got breaks in it for the commercials, but you don't have to click another button. And that's convenience that we bring to you. We care about the viewer.
It's time to
wrap it up. Thank you, folks. We'll catch you later.